I linked up Martin to Ashok Sani, the founder of Ashok Sani Tailored, one of the most established brands in the suit business. Ashok Sani Tailored has been in existence for the past half a decade and have designed suits for numerous personalities and corporates.
Hello Ashok.
How are you?
Nice meeting you.
Pleasure.
My name is Martin Oshira, the founder of Elegant Agents, and today it's a pleasure to meet you at your workshop. And you have a really nice place here.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Actually, I've been following you for the past 3 years, and I like the journey that you're making in this industry so far. So I'd really like to know the nitty-gritties about your journey in the fashion industry. So first of all, how did you start in the fashion industry?
Okay, I usually don't like to call it a fashion industry because, like I've already told you, we don't have an industry yet. We have a frame of an industry because most of the things that we have we import. So I started when I was in campus. And the first thing that made me start making my own suit because there was a tailor. There was a friend of mine who was a tailor. So I gave him my first order of a suit. And you know how the story goes. So in the midst of getting angry and fighting, I decided instead of fighting and complaining, why don't I become part of the solution? So I started my own brand there. Actually I started with him. I decided, why don't we stop fighting and come together and do something? Because your problem is delivering, but I can deliver, you do the work, because you already have the setup. Then we come in and we start like that, yeah.
So from what I get is that you came in as the creative director and he was more on the machine, actualizing the design.
Yes.
So second question is that how many years have you been in the industry?
I started in the end of 2013. So I think I could say that is approximately 6 years, going to 7 years now. Yeah.
And assuming that you were to advise someone who's supposed to start a brand, what would be the best advice that you can give a person?
It takes time, but as long as you're authentic and you're unique and you're passionate about what you're doing, your time will come.
That's good.
Yeah.
So on the tailoring department,
Yeah.
at what point did you decide to hire more tailors?
It came to a point that to achieve quality and to be able to deliver in time, you need more manpower. Because at the end of the day, if you have one or two tailors, one doing blazers, one doing trousers, when you have a big order, it's very hard to deliver in time. Because now you have to if someone is, you already have, let's say you have a wedding, you're making 10 suits, then another person comes with another wedding, it will be very hard for you within the time to deliver. So you decided if you want to grow, you need to grow with others. Yes.
So speaking on the clientele, have you had any stubborn clients and how have you dealt with that?
There's no stubborn client. We just have different people, different preferences and different attitudes and different personalities. So all you can do is, if your personality and the personality of the client you're taking care of can differ, it's up to you as the person, because the customer is always right. It's up to you as the person who is responsible to take care of the situation. So every day you meet new people, meet different people, you deal with them differently. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a very crucial point that you said, that the client is always king.
Yeah.
And you as the service provider, you need to give what the client wants.
Yeah.
So going back to the tailoring department, so how do you pay your tailors? Do you pay them on a monthly basis salary or on a commission basis?
We can't pay them monthly because for motivation purposes and to ensure quality, you pay them on commission basis. Because the more they produce, if the quality they produce is up to standard, you pay them depending on what they've done. Yeah.
So let's head over to the marketing strategies. So which marketing strategies have you used over time and which have you seen that works best for you?
First we started with word of mouth, because your friends are your best marketers, your friends and family. Then from time to time, the best tool to market yourself is your product. If your product is good, you don't have even to do much work in terms of marketing, because people will just come, because good things attract people. Social media over time, website, and now we want to do intensive and large scale marketing.
That's great. Yeah. So on this other side about the pricing, so what determines your pricing?
It's the quality of the fabric, because the problem is most of the factors of production that are needed we're importing. The only factor, the only constant factor of production is labor, because labor we're getting it here. So everything else we're importing. So most of the time the prices fluctuate. You're buying a fabric today at 1,000 bob per meter, and tomorrow you're buying it at 1,200, 1,300. So your pricing usually, if you're pricing something, you need to factor in that, the differences in terms of market prices for the fabrics. So usually what determines the price of my suit is usually the fabric. So I usually have to factor in the fluctuating prices of the fabric and the tools that you use to make the suit. Yeah.
Yes, and here in Kenya, we live in a country whereby most designs that people wear are imported, and we find that there's an influx of imported suits. So what do you think about that, and how do you think we can solve that as local designers?
If I'm selling a suit, let's say I'm selling a suit at 20,000, a quality suit, they're buying them at 5,000. It's very hard to compete with that person. It's up to us as designers to come together. We have an umbrella, we go to the government, we say, the reason our outfits are costly is because, one, we're importing every single fabric, we're importing accessories to make this suit. So at the end of the day, it's very costly because the tariffs are expensive. We need our own factory. We can produce our own fabrics. Our ideas are limited in terms of we can only make an outfit depending on the fabrics that are there. So in terms of us fighting that, it's a very long way in terms of bridging that gap. But it's up to us as the industry that we have here, to come together and say we're going to do this step by step till we get there.
And in terms of the quality, how do you ensure that there is a consistency in the quality of the suits that you deliver?
At the end of the day, whoever you're working with has to understand what you want to achieve. Because if your tailors, your fellow colleagues, your partners, and everyone understand what you're trying to achieve, it will be very easy for you to achieve consistency. But the thing is, at the end of the day, whatever you produce today, it can only improve, not reduce in terms of quality. So in terms of maintaining consistency, it's a bit of a problem, but we're trying, because if you can ask me today if I can achieve consistency, I can never achieve 100% consistency unless I have a large scale production. But with a small scale production I have right now, I can achieve at least 70 to 80% consistency.
From a listener's perspective, I believe that most people have heard the quality of what you make. They believe that with the fashion industry growing every day, we as the designers can make a big difference so as to make the local industry to purchase what we as designers can make. So thank you very much for that great advice that you've given to everybody, and also to the listener out there. Keep up the great work and all the best. From my interview with Ashok, I have learned that one thing that you need to maintain as a designer is the quality. You also need to look for a great team to work with. You need to pass the values that you need to your tailors. If you need a well-fitting suit, pass that every day to them, and with time will come to achieve the consistency that you need. Second thing that I have learned is that you need to always come up with designs based on your creativity. You shouldn't try and copy what the Western world out there is trying to give us here in Kenya. So I believe that as designers here in Kenya, even as we continue coming up with designs, we also need to look for time to come together so as this fashion industry can be a strong fashion industry, and that we can be able to make the local buyer to purchase what is made in Kenya. Thank you.
Thank you so much for having watched the show. Hope you've learned a thing or two from the conversation between Martin and Ashok on the suit business. I always urge each and every one of us to support our Kenyan businesses and Kenyan SMEs, because we need to buy Kenya and grow Kenya. So hakuna haja ku import suti, and you have Ashok and Martin in this particular business. So let's support each other. Each and every Wednesday, let's grab a copy of The Standard to read the Hustle magazine, where I usually write about the Business Coach column. And also to learn more about business and entrepreneurship, check out the Business Coach website. That's businesscoach.co.ke. My name is Ian Dennis, and this has been The Business Coach, where we help entrepreneurs better their businesses. So see you at the same time, same place, right here on KTN Home.
Here are events to look out for in 2020. On January 25th, there's a Centonomy Open Day at the All Saints Cathedral from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m.
On February 27th, there's a Founders Entrepreneurship Forum happening at the Nairobi Cinema from 8 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. On March 6th, there's a Women in Leadership Awards happening at the Intercontinental Hotel from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. If you like your event mentioned or the business coach to be a part of the event, feel free to reach us on our social media handles.